Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, I took off the white shirt because I didn't want to get it, dirty. And I just put on a t-shirt. But I didn't get on here to preach like I'm having a patriotic ceremony at a Trump rally. Which means you got to be on your P's and Q's for everything you say. I came on here to talk about writer's block and what I need to do to overcome it because some days are better than others. I believe it or not, I have at least 12 to 15,000 hours worth of footage. I have over 15,000 hours with the footage. So it used to come easy. I used to brag about it. I used to be like, hey, look at me. I know what I'm going to talk about. I know what I'm going to talk about. And then things started to lack. I was like, okay, I can't talk about this because of XYZ. I can't talk about that because, it'll mess up, you know, what I have going on for me. So I want to give these 4 things a try when we're dealing with writer's block. What should I remember for writer's block? That a lot of people get writer's block. How can I get around writer's block with fresh new ideas? Carry around, I can't lift it up. Hold on. Carry around the book. The book is everything. And that way I can think of things to write on a book. And I'm going to start sleeping with the book. Yes, I said it. I'm going to start sleeping with the book soon or today. Today I'll sleep with it. And if a thought come to mind, I got a pen and a pad. Um, how can I fig out? Not figure out. I wanted to put fig out. New ideas from old. How can I put new ideas from old? That's what I did below. Innovation is the key. Innovation is the key. So what I've accomplished, I will pay Dctv, which I got written down, so that I can have more shows to play on there. I paid off my restitution as of today. Goals for the future. Continue with KKNW Radio. Get my I want to make sure I continue on a good note, and no matter what, on a good note, no matter what. Get contract with cleaning business. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, getting this contract with a cleaning business. That way I will have a cleaning business, and I want to learn more and see what it's about. You know, this time I'm not going to fuck it up, man. I'm not going to fuck it up. Get my master's degree diploma in the mail. I'm supposed to be getting my master's degree diploma in the mail, and that will be in the next 30 days or less than. Go back with BBS Radio. I'm supposed to be going back with BBS Radio. BBS Radio is a syndicated radio station that broadcasts around the world. Get bankruptcy finalized. I'm supposed to get bankruptcy finalized with everything that I have going on. I'm just ready for it to be over with, but it's always something. Like they're making it seem like, not the actual attorney or the representative, but it's a long story, and that's why I've trained myself to go blank in the brain so that I won't have to think about things that are important. That way you won't know about them fresh. You know about these, but you didn't know some of that stuff until I told it to you. And that's what I used to do in Santa Maria. And it never happened. Nothing that I said happened. And I truly feel like you know, you have to have money, and I didn't have that much money. But it's nothing that I'm doing now that's requires like super amounts of money. It's just, a contract you get into. And yeah, I truly feel like um I'm gonna I'm gonna see how much Indeed costs. I'll let y'all know the biggest details tomorrow after 3 p.m. or between 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. I will let y'all know the biggest details of what's going on. But until that happens, I know nothing, I see nothing, I hear nothing. So yeah. And it's been working. Doing it this way has been working. You know, at the very last moment, telling people stuff, when it's accomplished, or at the very last moment, telling them stuff, or just don't think of it until the last moment. That's a big risk. But if Trump says that the salmon that keeps his, or the catfish that keeps his mouth wide open gets the hook, if all I did was blab about all my business, somebody would start trying to search around and do things, to make it harder for me to even get it. My ultimate job, though, is to get a franchise between one of the restaurants. I want to have a more closer knit with McDonald's, or Burger King or Taco Bell or whatever. I want to be a franchise for them, and when you get it, you secure your deal. That's like 250,000, $250,000 you have to save up to get that. And that's money coming in. And I want to make sure that this time I'm going to call the franchise Fiddlesticks. So call McDonald's franchise and just see, because they probably all require some type of money now. It could be 150, but I'm pretty sure it's 250,000. That's why it's a lot of people that goes to, that is pretty much doing good off of it. You know, um, you have to look at the area you're doing it in. Is it a good area? Do your research. And that's what I want to do because you putting down big money. That's big money. You know, you putting down 250,000, and I think you make at least $1 million a year. That I'm gonna have it squared away what I'm gonna invest in. I'm gonna have it squared away what I'm gonna invest in, because I am so sick of falling down. Trump is only president one more 4-year term. You know, I hope another good Republican that's closest to him, that can learn from him, gets in an office that doesn't have ulterior motives, like, to get money from the country. I mean, you always getting something out of the deal, but I'm talking about starving us. We have to choose between steak and eggs and ham and cheese, government peanut butter. I was the type, maybe that's probably why I'm all fucked up. I was off of government peanut butter and government cheese and stuff of that nature. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know. And you give somebody like me government cheese or government, let's just say government peanut butter, I'm gonna make cookies. Literally, I made cookies. They used to literally have recipes, and I used to literally make cookies. And that was during the time the Kings of Comedy came out. And that is when they came to Charlotte, which I was in Charlotte. And they sat out there and, they rocked it. They rocked it. And that's during the time when Bernie Mac was saying, the little 2-year-old came down the stairs just wobbling, saying, "Where the cookies and shit?" Oh my God. It was so hilarious, man. It was so hilarious. So, yeah, I had a blast, man. Like, when I was in my, I mean, I didn't really do nothing. I was always in the house. I was nothing. I mean, I don't understand why, and that's why I'm trying to branch out. But I'm like, man, maybe that was a good thing. Maybe it was good that Uncle Juju had me in the house like that. Well, it must have been a good thing, because it's just so much crime out here. It's so much crime. Oh my God, man, it's so much crime. It is so much crime. You get shot in your toe for jumping jacks. It's just sick, silly, man. It's silly, it's stupid. We shouldn't be killing each other. There are some people that literally don't understand that, not to kill someone. There is literally people who don't understand what we talk about every day. They hide it. They hide it like they don't know they're killers, and they play it off like they're not killers, but they're killers. They play it off like they're not killers every day. And I'm talking about one of those killers that'll take your mama without question and wouldn't even care, would pretend like he never met her. It's sad. It's sad. You know, in order to position myself in a better situation, I must tell y'all a story. So I wasn't middle class raised. I was raised in the projects. And up north, where I was raised, in particularly, when I was in Charlotte, I was in the projects. When I was in Maryland, I was in a middle class, upper middle class. It used to be considered upper middle class. And these housing, like the projects, I I thank God. I thank God every day. Like I wake up saying Yeshua in my dreams that I love you, thank you, thank you for doing this for me. I wake up out of my sleep saying that because people were getting shot over their shoes. People were biting people's eyes out, fighting. This was real. And I I had male friends, just throwing it out there, when I was a teenager, and one of them act like they wanted to stab me. And that's why I feel like some people will never understand the language killing. Don't kill. They want that teardrop or whatever you get from getting it. He had a pen in his hand like this, and we were right in the projects. We were in the projects, like where you know what, the projects in DC. I don't know how it is now, but the projects in DC is nothing compared to the projects in Philadelphia. I mean, from like once 5 o'clock hit, it's silent. You hear a truck buzz by, you hear a fly hit the window, but I don't know, man. It, in Philly, when dark sets in, it's shooting. I've been to every part of Philadelphia, and they were shooting it everywhere. I would say a billionaire, Bernie Sanders, walked down Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, down the hood there. Challenge me to that. Baltimore, we may have had drugs in Baltimore. We may have had like crime, but it's not the same as Philly. So I invite you to take your bins or whatever you have, and for about 5-10 miles, block it off. Oh yeah, people do be living in them townhouses when they're rent free. So somebody could do something crazy. And I'm not wishing that on you. I'm just saying, walk down there. You won't get shot. You're not going to get shot. I had to walk and drive down there in my Malibu. I was kicked out of shelters because them ladies abused their power. They came to work with an attitude just to see somebody get kicked out every day. I passed out on the ground, passed out. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I woke up, they still counting people in the shelter. I was ahead of everybody. And they said, go to the hospital. Nobody called the ambulance, nothing. And you know what it was? I used to be so acceptive. You know, this girl gave me a cigarette before the they started checking people out. And I think that people are starting, because if you can find abominable fluid in liquid form, which they had in Washington, D.C., you can find some type of poison that goes on the tip of a cigarette very easily and watch somebody smoke it. You can't say it didn't happen to me because you haven't been through what I've been through. Shelters are hell. Shelters are hell. And I don't bite my tongue. Shelters are hell. And that's why I'm fighting tooth and nail. Shelters are hell. For soldiers too. I done met a lot of demonic beings. And you're not demonic because you break the rules every now and then. You're demonic when you wish death or wish some type of evil on people for no reason. And you know, it's the truth. Some people can't take the truth. I smile when the truth is hit to me. I smile. Seriously. I don't get mad at, you know, somebody. But, you know, with all being said, let's go over what I just did today. So, what I said, join me while I go over writer's block. What shall I remember for writer's block? How can I get around writer's block with fresh new ideas? How can I figure out new ideas from old? Innovation is key. What I will accomplish. Pay Dctv so I can have more shows. It's just $100. I've paid off my restitution, and it's every year. So they're not getting over on nobody, Dctv, because it's once every year $100. You can't beat that. People who watch City TV will see me, you know, at a better stance than my writer's block, me not knowing what to say, man. So yeah, and I paid off my restitution to the lady I assaulted back in April of 2023. I apologize. I closed my eyes because I had to remember those things. That's gonna come up and bother me, bite me. But like I said, nobody believes my stories. When I said I was on methamphetamine, like I was literally laying down. I explain the story every time I'm on here. But case in point, I assaulted her while high off of that drug, not knowing I would never try that drug. I would never, somebody unbeknownst to me put it in something of mine. And I ended up assaulting a woman, and I feel really bad, seriously. You know, you go down my history list, I've always been hit. I've always been hit. I've always been abused. You got your past life influenced with drugs mixed with marijuana, and you got nothing going right for me. No, everybody is kicking me out, like the YWCA in Seattle was kicking me out. You know, it was terrible. It was very terrible. I wasn't going to last. I tried to stay away. I always try to stay away. And it's like a pattern. It's like a pattern. I don't understand why it's like that, but it's like a pattern. And I don't want no pattern to happen this time. I want a good pattern to happen. Um, I apologize. I'll keep saying it to the woman, and I apologize to the police for wasting your time. I wasn't going to bust a grape in a fruit fight. Um, I just apologize. That's all I can say. You don't know what was going through in my head. I don't know what was going through in my head. You know, I hate when people abuse. We need cleaner, safer shelters. Cleaner, safer fucking shelters. I am sick and tired of seeing people go through these shelters on and off, and they're like little terrorizers. They're like little terrorizers that sit up there and just, it's like a yeast infection. It's like getting a yeast infection. It just comes from nowhere because of a pH balance difference. But the bad bacteria overpowers the good bacteria and you get a yeast infection. Like seriously, I don't get it. I truly don't get it. I don't get it. So let's continue. Goals for the future, continue with KKNW Radio, get my contract with the cleaning business, get my master's degree diploma by mail. It's either going to take 14 days or it's going to take a month. So we're looking at the 9th was my last day of class, which was yesterday, 11:59 p.m. Um, I won't receive it until early January sometime. Early January. Yeah, I won't receive it till early January. And get back with BBS Radio. I plan on getting back with them if they're watching. Howdy. Um, get bankruptcy finalized. I have to write the lawyer that I'm going through. Um I told him some things, and I just like to be honest. I like to be honest. I don't like to sit up there and like hold things back, because then this is a fragile thing, man. Getting bankruptcy is a fragile thing. I'm not happy about it, but this is a new start on lace for me. This is a clean slate for me. And I appreciate the lawyer that's going through it. I appreciate the representative that represents. And matter of fact, let me go through my. Okay. He was very smooth and easy, Mr. Smooth Man. Mr. Smooth Man. Like, seriously. Okay, so do I have y'all on here with me? Oh, I can do this now. Preview. Oh shit. Oh, with the digital. Let's get digital. I was like, what the hell? Oh my god, my phone about to go off. Stuff about to go off. Okay. So if I do this, go all the way down here. There we go. Where, okay. Okay. I'm doing it. I have to send him something, so I can't show y'all, obviously. Okay. Save, bankruptcy, um, bankruptcy. Oh my god, I hope my stuff isn't melting on the ground of the holy grail. I'm making some apple pie. Okay, let me. Okay. So I did that. I would love to uh okay. Off to the races. Okay. December 10th. Let's do Tuesday, December 20th. Oh my God, I am blowing up his BlackBerry probably. I'll leave it there. He's probably gonna know. If he asks me what the date is, I'll tell him that's the date I want. Okay. Let me take my pie out. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Turn this off. Okay. So, um, I am about to get off of here. I hope that you guys take care. Um, I have to clean up. So yeah, it's never a dull moment at the Kimberly Cloud Show house. Take care. Bye. I got spirits here. Y'all wouldn't believe. Bye.